Yo, Jesse, you went to church today? Huh? So lead us with a prayer, yo. Quick things. Doesn't have to be no long thing. Doesn't have to be nothing crazy. Just like a quick little. I gotta get into this quickly, bro. Cause when I'm up there, See? So just give us 5 words. We'll end with an amen, and the man them are good. Everything's blessed. Let's go.
All right, Heavenly Father, thank you for this day.
Could have just said
this podcast goes right, Lord. Just guide us in Jesus' name, amen.
Just make sure you're talking to the mic. Scene pause.
Only going up this year.
But yo, if you don't know already, that's Face.
Holla.
That's SB the student. I'm Bun. This is Mr. Scotland, aka Mr. First King.
Yes, sir.
AKA actually more so to the man them, like our circle, Chester.
Yeah, that one will live on forever. Man. I can't live that one down still.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
You see, but this is why I came to double check real quick to see what you had on, because I didn't want to wear the same thing that you had on. And then through all the kerfuffles, the man's talking about, yo, I might get a little cold. Let me just put on my hoodie and like, now look, mans are wearing the same logo, everything. I would have switched up, bro.
Okay, I would have switched up. I have another one underneath.
Yeah, listen, that's how you're supposed to rep your brand, see?
Yeah.
Have it on at all times. You shouldn't, not that you should never, ever, 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 ever wear anything else, but
no.
Showcase.
You know what I mean? Somebody once told me I need to be a walking billboard, right? So I try my best to, wherever I go, have one.
I used to tell these guys, yo, back in the day when they're making music, DJs, mixtapes, yo, walk with your mixtape.
Yeah, you have to. You never know who you're going to run into, right?
I guess you guys don't like my plain white shirt, huh?
I mean, nothing's wrong with a white tee, right? You can never go wrong with a white tee.
All right, good. Thank you.
Yeah, but, yo, that's probably the one thing that have never died, bro. A white tee.
No,
even a blank tee.
Can't. No, just blank tee, for sure. You're not losing.
Because back in the day, the things we used to do with those white tees.
I feel like wife beaters are alive, too.
It has to be a hot-ass day, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't just wear a wife beater.
In 2023, is it even okay to still be calling those wife beaters?
I don't even know.
I mean,
there'll be somebody holding a board somewhere
for
saying,
sure.
"Hey."
But you know what the funny thing is? I remember the first time wife beat came to me, like what it meant. I didn't feel comfortable with it. On some real shit. It's like wife beater. Like I'd rather hear vest or merino. You know what I mean? But like wife beat. I throw it around all the time now. But like the first time I was hearing it, I was just like, no, why are you calling it that? No, I'm not wearing that. Felt like if I was wearing it, like, no.
Why do they call it that?
I never understood.
Wife beater?
Yeah.
Because there was always in the shows and in the movies that white dude that beat his wife that always had on.
I'm glad you said that part.
Yeah. Real shit. Like, it was always that one dude, and he always had a stain. He just came from the bar and he kicked his wife's ass, and it's like, yeah,
with a mullet, and he had a mullet.
Trust me.
I didn't know that.
I had asked a couple of white people that I work with probably 4 months ago, and we had a conversation about it, but I honestly don't remember where it went but I have asked because I wasn't sure if it was just us that call it that.
No. They do it too.
No, I've
heard them call it that.
It's within the vernacular.
But is it even okay? Like, is it politically correct?
I don't think
definitely not. It's definitely not.
I mean, like, nobody's out here taking offense to that stuff because for all we know, there's 1,000 victims out there that I literally watched my mom get beat by that guy in the wife beater, so I'm offended.
I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This is becoming a premise. I'm going to test this stuff out right now.
What?
Not right now, but in general.
When's the last time you're on the road in a wife beater, though?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Summertime? Summertime.
Yeah. Washing the car, something like that in the driveway.
I mean,
no, that don't matter. Yo, in your own property, how you quote unquote look don't necessarily matter. You don't.
What if you got to run to the corner store to get some milk or something?
I'm good with it still.
Hey man, sometimes I'm in the corner store, just Timbs and track pants, like and the ones with the holes, the ones that are faded, like whatever I slap on, whatever's there, slap whatever. But then there's times I might put in the effort, but like literally, it depends on the day. It really depends on the day.
I'm less likely to get caught like that now, just cause whatever.
Whereas on the road,
yeah, but I don't know. Depends where you're going. If you're going for a walk, you're going for a hike, definitely wearing a wife beater. Going to the beach, going out. Man, I wear them a lot.
I mean, I wear my wife beater until I actually get to the location. Then I put on my
First, you never know in the car. Something might keep it fresh.
Yo,
You might see the one person
I
get a
wonder how
hug.
many
and
mans
say,
around
nah.
here doing that though, because
Put on the hook.
You gotta have the extra clothing in the car.
Cause I never used to see enough man do it. But this guy,
Bro,
I'm telling you,
I'll pop the tag outside of the party.
But
before I
yo,
go
the
inside.
very last second, like he waits to
T-shirt
the
time.
very last second. Whereas it me, I'll just, you know what I'll do sometimes? I'll go in the car and I'll just hold the seatbelt so it doesn't press up against
No creases.
Too much effort.
Nah, man, I
No
wait till
creases,
the right
yo.
last minute before
That's
you
smart.
ready to
That's
go.
smart.
All right.
You know those hooks in your car that you're supposed to
Yeah,
hang
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
up?
yeah,
I actually use that for hangers.
Yeah, them ones.
Never. Probably
Really?
3 times in my life.
Really?
No?
They when you get dry cleaning.
especially.
Sometimes I will leave my shit in the trunk. Like just in the back. Like lay down in the back. Like,
Yeah.
because there's nothing back there, so I'll just leave it laid out in the back type
Now,
of thing.
I
But-
always have extra stuff in my car.
Like what?
Everything.
I mean-
shampoo, nail cutter,
Oh, that it?
lotion,
Yo,
clothing. Like I got everything in there.
Bruh, trust me. Same shit. Name it, I have it in there. Name it.
Why though?
You never know where you're gonna end up.
You really don't know where
That's
you're
how
gonna
you're a
end up.
bad boy.
Yo, there we go.
There's always gonna be a
Yo,
store
listen.
that's open.
Bro.
I mean,
All
what
4
are
o'clock
you?
in the morning, dog. When I'm not getting up to go nowhere.
I'll give you a real life
example.
I
example
mean, there's
of
a
I'm
Circle
sleeping
K
here.
always open somewhere, right?
I'm not
Max
mad at it.
Milk,
I'm not
a
mad at it.
Becker's.
I can respect it still.
Big up Jug City.
Jug City still, but Jug City didn't have everything that you would need, right?
Yeah, but
about
like,
that.
why? What was your reason? Because that was mine.
So two things. One was when I used to play poker, the game would wrap. You're there way
Yo,
longer.
you just sussed the runs, bro. You just sussed the runs.
But
You
I'm
just
not a
sussed the
poker
runs.
man. Lord.
I thought you were talking about, yo, I end up at a catty's house. Like, I'm not going nowhere.
You never let me get to that part.
You gotta lead with that.
Judgment.
You gotta lead with that.
I'm a practical guy, man.
This guy's not talking about me burying the headline. Look at burying the
That's not
headline,
the
bro.
lead yet.
Come on, I think I don't have patience for that,
Let him
man.
get into the. Let him once again, yo. Let it build. Let it build.
Damn. See, like you can appreciate the build.
Sure.
Listen, you can appreciate the build.
The comedian in him should have been like, well, you know, after I get my ass licked, I'm not ready to go. Come on. Come on. I'm not ready to go. I gotta spend the night.
Listen.
The comedian in you should have found that one, yo.
You know what? There's a lot of pressure here tonight. What the fuck is going on? Getting my ass like fuck. We're back there again. You guys really want to know more about that shit?
Nah. Okay. I mean, he probably has some rags in there too, bro. Like,
Wet naps is definitely something that's in my fucking car.
you gotta clean that shit up, bro. You're gonna have to come with everything, bro.
Oh shit.
Nah, there's nothing.
Okay.
I got
Yo,
Poker, bro. Let's go. Okay, the poker.
Okay, so if you want to talk about the Kathy situation, that is a part of it.
Yo, he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself. I love that you said that. Listen, I love that. You heard the man said?
yeah,
What did he say?
Cathy.
So check this out, though.
I love that.
So your MDX is a 7-seater too, right?
Yeah.
That the whole thing goes flat, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you have to be prepared. Like everything has got to
Let
be
me tell you
there.
something. You remember when I got my first SUV, right?
Yes, sir.
I was one of the first mans on road with an SUV, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't know.
If the SUV could talk,
Yo, that's a good one.
Late nights, brother. I'm waking up with just a bottle of water, my toothbrush in the middle part, and some toothpaste, bro.
the good old,
I'm trying to show you guys, bro.
good old days.
I'm
bro.
trying to show you guys.
We could go even further with it.
But yo,
you need a little blanket too when it goes.
All of that, bro.
Yeah.
All of that. But you use the term catty. I've never heard you say that before.
Yeah, you just said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's a regular word in your vocabulary over there?
Not really. Not
Not
regular.
like- The thing is, one of the things I was going to bring up with this guy, he's not Jamaican. And I don't think a lot of people know that.
I didn't know that.
Because when you hear this guy on road, even when you hear him talk, the way his patois comes out, bro, he has to be Jamaican.
I mean,
What are you?
Trinidadian and Grenadian.
Okay.
Dude, you gotta say that louder, bro. Bring up the Trinidadian out there, bro.
and Grenadian.
This is great.
But I
This is
mean,
great.
I've been around Jamaicans all my life. Right?
Yeah, and
So,
that's same thing.
I mean, I just adapted to it. Watched a lot of Oliver. I mean, he helped me along the way to pick up the slang and the words. So you know, I mean, it just adapted to it, and it just comes out fluently now. Like,
But that's the thing with Toronto slang, though. It's heavily influenced Jamaican culture. As much as Toronto is the melting pot, you have a handful of how many different cultures, dialects, and whatnot. Toronto slang is heavily influenced by Jamaican culture, Jamaican language, Jamaican dialect, patois.
Is it?
It's not everything, but it's the influence. Like the slang, like you all know the difference between Cali slang, New York slang, but what can you say is the influence to that slang? You can't say that. What, Toronto? You're gonna tell me that there is Toronto slang without Jamaican influence? It's not even.
I think it's a mixture of everything, though. I don't think it's just Jamaican.
It's definitely not just Jamaican, but you
Yeah.
cannot deny the Jamaican influence in Toronto slang.
The majority of it is.
I don't even think a lot of people understand that aren't of that descent though. Like a lot of people
Of
just
course not.
say what it is.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because it becomes Toronto slang, right? But like I said, like even New York slang, people are just going around with the New York slang. But can you say what
But
inspired it?
But I've
What-
also heard it's just not a New York slang; it's a borough.
Well, that's
slang.
true, but that, of
certain
course.
boroughs
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
certain
sure.
ways,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
That part.
The East End talks different to the West End, right?
100%.
So,
100%.
I mean, it's kind of like that here too.
Yeah.
East End talks a bit
yeah,
different
that's
than the
what,
West
that's
End.
what I'm
that's what
saying.
I'm
The
saying.
East End is different than the West End for damn sure.
Yeah.
They know they be jocking our shit.
Yeah.
West End for life. I'm joking. Big up the East End. Big up the East End man. Them. Big up everybody.
Big
like,
up the whole six.
Yeah. Big up all of it. All of it.
Pump it up.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that one.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah, the whole patois thing. Trust me, I used to wonder sometimes like how this guy picked it up so well. But where else? What else you got? Because if I start spitting out words, I want to be able to know that you understand what.
I would say he definitely understands it. Well, this.
I'll understand it, but when you go off the rails, you'll lose me sometimes. But I don't
So
know.
let's play a little game.
Nah,
We'll throw some words out there and see
nah.
how well you can do.
How about you do it in the conversation?
All right, look more.
Like a little more.
Ah, you see,
He knows.
That's not that. Yeah, that's not that bad.
That one
That's
wasn't
not
that hard. You gotta
here-
give him a harder one.
pause. You better shout out Harlem. You better pause after that, brother. Man said
Pause.
that one wasn't that hard.
I mean,
yeah, we're
come on,
pausing
sorry.
still.
Pause.
We're
All right,
pausers,
all right,
bro.
We're
Like,
playing
you
that
better-
pause game. All right, I'll pause.
Yeah. I'm not playing that game.
You're not playing it?
Nah,
You're that's-
I'm not good at the game, man.
come on, bro.
I'll try, but I'm not that good. I'll just.
Yeah, you're sussing the runs tonight for real, bro. You better redeem yourself.
Not playing that game.
I'm just competitive.
But I had a few words.
Yeah,
Okay, let me give you one more just because the man them are on some like, yo, jacket off, jacket on type shit today. You know what a jacket is?
No. What do you mean? No.
That's a good one still.
That's a good one, eh? Because if
A lot
we
of jackets
reference,
running around the city. That was a damn good one.
yo, bro, yo. Let me tell you something. I know of a few, you know.
I mean, I
It's
know
not
a few
nice.
too.
It's not nice.
It's terrible.
That's not a good thing to do. But he's still over your puzzle as to whatever the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, I am.
So let's say a girl gets pregnant
Yeah.
and she tells you that it's yours,
Okay.
but it's really not yours.
Okay.
The suggestion is that the baby's wearing a jacket to cover up their skin type shit. So
So you fall
am I
for
making
it?
sense? I feel like I kind of messed that up because I saw that you were really like trying to figure this
You
out.
saw the
but, like,
gears in his
yeah,
brain
I know,
work.
like,
I'm like, let's hear
I
it.
feel
So,
like I
okay.
just messed that whole thing up.
I think I got it though. So you're basically saying that it could be mine. So you're covering the complexion, so I don't pick up that it's not mine.
Basically.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
so,
we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense, kind of.
Yeah, that makes
It's a
sense.
Jamaican thing, but.
That's cool.
So if you see somebody on the road, yo, that's a jacket baby,
So it's like, yo, that's not his.
basically.
Somebody else is taking care of it.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
How you feel about that?
There's a lot of jacket babies out there.
Hey man, you know some amongst your crowd, like your well, I say crowd, nationality, family type,
Nationality?
Because I mean, again,
I don't think it's
trust me, I hate to sound ignorant when it comes to these things, but
No, you're not.
I just don't have enough of those homies to be asking those kind of questions. What it's like in their community. You get what I mean?
I don't think it's that common. I don't think it's that common. But it could be like, I don't know anyone like that, man. But there's cases where like a family member can't have kids, and then, you know, the brother will have the kid and they'll let them adopt it without the kid ever knowing. Like that was a common thing for a while, and then they find out way later on and stuff like that. That I've heard of. That's nothing that's ever happened?
Yo, you know how much man I know here call, or I shouldn't say man. Well, a few men still. Well, some girls calling like their aunt mom and stuff like that.
I've done that.
And then it's not till years later we find out that, oh, that's not your mom? You mean that was your mom the entire time?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, hold on. But they're knowingly calling them their aunt mom? Like they know that it's their aunt, but they've just grown up with them or something like that? Or like they're literally raised by them?
I think some of them know, some of them don't. I don't know. The first person that comes to mind is this girl that I knew, buddy, like grade 1. I'll never forget her because she was like my second kiss ever. She pushed me up against the wall in her room and kissed me. But anyways, she was out here calling her aunt her mom. Or no, actually, it might have been her. No, I think it was her aunt, calling her aunt her mom. Or grandmother mom. Maybe it might have been grandmother.
That part doesn't even matter.
Maybe
it's more about the kiss,
right? I know someone who calls his grandmother mommy, but calls his mom by her first name.
There are some
kind of
actually.
weird. Right? When I first heard
it,
I could talk about myself right now. So the first 3 years, I lived with my aunt in India.
Yeah.
I used to call her mom. I didn't know who my mom was. I thought she was my mom. So when my mom would visit, I used to call my mom aunt until, like, they told me.
That didn't fuck you up though? Have you shared? You've explained a bit of that to me, but I don't know if you've ever shared that on here.
I don't know if I have
But
either.
I think
Did that fuck you up like later on?
Yo, I feel like it did, but I don't remember it the way. Here's the crazy thing. So 2 things. One is I'm watching we have video footage from back then. They used to record me because my parents used to be in England. My whole family was in England. I was the only one in India. So they would videotape me and just playing around, whatever, and send it over. So I just converted those videotapes into DVDs now. I'm watching some of it.
Bro, you're supposed to bring that for me too, yo.
You don't remind me, but I'll bring it for you. Don't worry. I got that. You're in good hands. Don't worry.
Because I was dead ass serious about it too. Remember what I sent you?
I do. Don't make me shoot you here.
But it's funny though when you see the context.
It was funny when I got the reference.
But it works.
It does.
Okay, sorry to leave you guys out. We can explain later, but continue.
Yeah. So I think the way that it messed me up then, but I don't fully remember all of that now. But I'm sure there's some sort of emotional damage from it, or I'm making that up. I don't understand. But I know I got sick because I went back to England and I was missing her, thinking that she's my mom. And then she had to come and like stay with us for a while for me to like understand, okay, this is my family and you're just my aunt and whatever. But I used to go back and forth a lot. And I still called her like mummy for a while. Like even now, sometimes I do it more for fun though. But yeah, it was wild, bro. But it was a blessing. Like I felt like I had 2 moms. Like we were super close. Like her whole family, like we're all super close.
Are you still close? Like what's the dynamic now?
They're older. They live in BC. I'm super close with their grandson.
Okay.
So again, their son is the person that I reference when I say he passed away.
Okay.
So that's why that was so hard.
Right.
But his son, I talk to him like semi-regularly all the time. Yeah. Like we're probably gonna plan something this year to go hang out or do something.
Cool.
He's only like first year uni or second year uni or something. He's much younger. But he was the best man at my wedding. Yeah. And I was the best man at his dad's wedding.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's I think we're close.
For
like
sure.
my mom and them, everybody's close.
For sure.
Yeah, like the whole family. I would say that's one of the closest family members. Their whole side with my parents even. Yeah.
I rate it.
But the freedom that I got, bro, from like getting to live there, it's kind of funny. We were talking about this because I went to a cottage this weekend, and all of us were Indian, but not everyone has visited India as much as I have. So they kind of understand it from a whatever kind of point of view. But back in the day, it was so different. That whole concept of it takes a village to raise a child. Like I was that child.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the freedom that I got to run around the village and do whatever the hell I want. Like freaking petting cows to milking cows to like just chilling the hell out. This is how it really was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But super close to that family.
I'm just happy to know that it didn't like mess up with your bra-topsy.
The way that I was brought up. Ooh, I'm getting there.
See?
He's picking up.
Yeah, that's another thing though, right? So like any if I'm hanging around the culture enough, whatever it is, even like Punjabi people, like my Punjabi sometimes gets a little deflated because it's like I'm not around
You see
people
how he
enough.
switches up even when he just says the words Punjabi? You see that though, right?
The accent?
Automatically.
Yeah. I'm trying to actually get better at that because I don't speak enough of it with enough people. So now we're speaking, I'm understanding what you're saying because you're saying it more frequently. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like you could tune into that pretty easily.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, if you, like I said it from day one. Remember I said if you want to slide in a Fuddi, a 30, 50 Sala, like if you want to slide any one of those in, like we know what you're talking about because we had some of the homies back then too. Like, you remember those ones?
I hear you.
Okay,
The Fuddi.
who put you on that stuff? Because I still remember the homies that put me on that stuff.
That's great.
It's just so much.
Because that would have been what, Melody Village days for you?
Pretty much.
I feel like Melody Village is too early for that though.
No. I remember there was one dude that I had as a friend in Melody Village, and he's Punjabi. He was putting me on a lot of different things that he would say, right? I don't remember his name. That's the thing. Like I can remember a face, but his name is like way out in left field right now.
Shout out Melody Village.
Big up man like Simran, yo. Simran put me on. Remember the Simran Brar? And the other Simran, I don't remember his last name, but he had the small turban.
Yeah, he cut that.
That was my home. You don't talk.
Yeah, I know both of them.
Yeah, right.
I know Simran Brar well.
Simran Brar because he was on our block.
I know him because we went
But
to
the
West
other
Summer.
Simran, I used to even go check him on. He used to live by the other Simran. Used to live on that street in front of West Summer, like on that side road there.
Yeah, he's got the same last name.
And his dad died wherever he's at. Big dad guy. Yo, trust me, hail him up for me, yo.
Which one?
Porn star.
That's what you guys call him, porn star?
I think that was his name.
Who are we talking about?
I lie. We're gonna have to get him
not-
on
not
here.
Brar,
So
not
he can
Brar.
explain it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
So he can defend it.
Yo, defend it. I want to know what that's about.
Oh
Yeah, what is that about?
Yeah. It just came to me. Yeah, that's
I remember him as Hawk. Everyone used to call him Hawk.
I
don't
feel
even know
like
what
that might
means.
be a thing too.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant though.
Anyways, big up that Monday wherever they
I haven't talked to him forever.
Since West Summer.
Yeah, trust me. I remember when like him specifically used to teach me all of that stuff. Like enough times the man used to tell me that stuff. Anyways, I had another one that came to my mind that I feel like you guys use on a regular. Trinis use it too. Konomono.
Yeah.
You guys use that?
No.
I think this is more of a Trini slang still. Well, Grenadian too. I hear my mom
Explain
use it.
that one.
Yeah, let's hear this. Say it again.
Konomono.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting.
Let's see.
Kuno Muno.
I
Konomono.
don't know how to
Konomono.
explain it. I mean, like,
Give us something. I want to use it.
maybe like a jackass type of thing, I guess, in easy terms. I mean, you're just plain stupid, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know what you're doing, but you're a konomono. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just something that I've always heard my parents say. So I kind of adapted to it, right? Like,
Saying it to you.
say it again?
Saying it to you.
No, not to me personally, still, but like, you know, people in the street, you know, they wouldn't call their own son a konomono, you know what I mean? Like, yo, why you calling me that?
Got it.
But yeah, kind of along those lines. I may be,
Punjabi people now they let it off on the kids.
yeah. They don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. From the swearing aspect, but like this is what I mean. Like
He said that so calm.
I know. I don't pay enough attention to it to hear. I mean, back then, I feel like I didn't pay enough attention to it to know that that's what they were doing.
We wouldn't know.
I guess because
well, like think about it. Where do you think they're getting the swearing from? You know what I mean? Like this is probably why like I don't say it as much. Like I don't swear like that because I never really got the swearing. Like my dad wasn't swearing. My mom definitely wasn't swearing. Neither was my dad or my brother. Sorry, but it's more again the cousins. Everybody that's coming more recently from India, they're all about that.
So like they're just swearing at their kids, like
Not even just at their kids, but in general. You know what I mean? Like out loud.
Oh, wow.
Like
Okay.
yeah. But like you'll let your kid like you're saying that just means stupid or jackass, right?
Yeah,
So whatever our
okay.
abbreviation of jackass would be, like I don't know. Like they'll say it.
I swear I've heard Vanessa use it with you. I swear I've heard it use it,
But you know what? But you know
it
what?
just went right over his head.
No. I was trying to go like, did she ever? And I was just like, oh yeah, she did, but 1-2 times. But them times I'm like, oh, she took on some Trini shit. Whatever, anyway. So I didn't even. I
You didn't even know what it
Whatever.
meant? Like
no,
like
I
that?
honestly don't. Because that's not.
You know
that's not
those ones when you're on the couch and you're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, just keep moving. Didn't phase me in the least. Same speed.
Homewrecker. You know what's gonna happen now, right? Next time she says that, your fucking ears are gonna
Yeah.
What you say?
Explain what that means.
Explain that one again. Come back with that one again. Explain that.
I can't believe you just called me that. One of those.
Wait, you guys don't have any like super pot? Because the regular ones, I feel like are too easy.
It's not
No.
patois. That's the thing.
guess.
Bajan, you already know. It's like, I feel like, I always said, it's funny enough, everyone outside of Bajan and Jamaican, I always heard them say, the two, like, ask them the worst accent in the West Indies. You're going to get Jamaican or Bajan.
Yeah.
What, like, automatically, one of the two.
I think
and if you're
with a
Jamaican,
Bajan-
you're going to say Bajan. If you're Bajan, you're going to say Jamaican. But outside of those two, you're going to get one of the two.
With a Bayesian accent, you gotta really like tap in. You gotta listen.
Yeah.
To what they're saying.
100%.
You got to like it's that accent's just on it's on another level.
It is,
I
though.
love to hear them talk, but it's just like, yo, what did you really just say? Say that again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Have you been to Grenada?
yeah, I'm overdue though. I've been the last time was maybe over like 20 years now. Man.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got to get back.
Because you've been to Trinidad way more recently, I
Yeah,
imagine.
it was 2016.
So, but if you had to choose one, Trinidad or
Oh,
Grenada?
don't do that. You got to do that.
to visit or just like pick a country.
Pick a country.
I mean,
If you
let,
had to
let
choose
me
one
go
to
to
go-
Grenada again,
And
as
then
an
I guess
adult,
as a
and
big
then
man,
I
and
can
then, yeah.
say which one I prefer.
True,
I
true,
mean,
true.
I mean they're very similar. When I went to Trinidad last time was Carnival. The last time I was in Grenada, I remember it was Carnival too. They're very neck and neck, but one can't compete more. Than
Yeah.
the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say to actually go to Grenada as an adult, it's a small island, to actually see everything and do everything that I want to do, I would have to. You have to give me that time. The next time I go to Grenada, we can revisit this conversation. I can't just pick one.
Your family there?
Yeah, I still
Both?
have well, my family's more in Tobago. I have an uncle, couple uncles still there, but the majority of my family's either here or in New York. So, but my mom's Grenadian, so majority of her family's here in Canada. Like literally one sister's walking distance.
I feel like that makes a big difference of wanting to go back or not.
100%.
For me, yeah, because I have no in Tobago or Trinidad, whatever you want to say, Trinidad and Tobago. I have no cousins around my age group there. They're all in New York City or upstate New York.
Makes a difference.
Grenada, I have maybe 2 cousins that are around my age group still. So I mean, I haven't seen them in a long time. I talk to them and all the time, but it would make a big difference though. But I'm overdue, man. I gotta go.
You guys have family back home still?
Oh, yeah.
You?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit. But what I wanted to ask you was, are there certain differences that you identify specifically with those two islands? Because I don't feel like I know enough about Grenada, to be honest. Like, I don't know too many Grenadians.
Differences?
But I like, for him, and being from Barbados, like the whole Aki and Goin Up thing, because they call Goin Up Aki.
I feel
they call
everywhere
Aki
else in the
Goin Up.
West Indies called.
Is it everywhere else? I don't know. You guys are the only ones that I knew.
From what I know, there might be a 1-2 countries. I don't know if Guyana. No, I'm pretty sure Guyanese call it Goin Up too. I think there's a 1-2 other countries that have their own.
What's Goin Up?
You know, Goin Up or Aki. It's a fruit.
You know what lychee is?
Yeah.
It's similar to that. It's just
Okay.
a smaller version of
Okay.
it, pretty much. And the actual outside of it's green.
Outside's green and like the inside.
Okay.
It's like a
Orange, like gold.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
anything
Yeah.
it falls on, it stains.
Yeah,
your
stains
clothes.
bad. You
Oh.
like, keep
You,
that.
like,
But lychee doesn't stain though.
No, but like
Yeah.
you dropped it on that white tee.
Yeah.
Done.
Done, eh?
Just wash your car with it.
Done.
That's why I got another white tee in my car.
There you go. Yeah, it's there's
Just
a.
gotta keep fucking redeeming myself. Man. Started off in the negatives here.
I would say food wise, I think almost everything's still the same. Naming what certain foods are. 'Cause,
I
like,
don't even know Grenadian dishes. Actually, now that you say that,
Bro, in my head, I'm on some like, yo, do you guys eat cornmeal porridge over there? Them man,
Yeah, we do. Okay,
but-
so like something similar. Okay, so Grenada's national dish is called oil down. It's something like similar that Jamaicans would call rundown.
Okay.
So it has like
But is rundown even a Jamaican thing? It's more a Trini thing.
nah. I wouldn't say rundown is more of a Trinity thing than Jamaican.
I feel like
I've
it
always
is.
heard Jamaicans talk about
That was
rundown.
your Trini's talking about it, bro.
I mean, I only know oil down mainly.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So it's like
That don't sound like anything I want, though.
no, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. It depends on what you want to put in it,
I'm
right?
trying to get my summer body, bro.
I mean, if you're eating that, you're definitely not getting a summer body. After you eat all of that shit, you're going straight to sleep, yo.
It doesn't sound like anything give you a summer body. Oil down?
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Bro. It's heavy.
It sounds heavy.
Yeah, bro. Only put grease in that.
Yeah,
Like,
yo, trust me. Like you could be dipping out the oil out of that pot, bro. Like it's good though. It's good. It's not something you can eat every day. But yeah,
You can't have all that oil and it tastes bad.
it's
Open
pretty-
out the
bro. It's
oil,
crazy, bro.
That's crazy. But in the meantime, fuck, I don't even know if it's bad there. I think check behind your shoulder, bro, real quick. There's supposed to be a book over there speaking about patois. It should be close to your right hand side, I think.
What's it called?
I don't even remember the title. Did I take it out? Anyways, my aunt Donna, she lives in
It's here.
Let me see it. Pick it up. Read it. Shout it out real quick. I haven't picked it up in a really long time, so I should know the title, but I just haven't. I was gonna tell you to read it, but whatever. Like, honestly, I just thought about this, but it's my my grandfather's sister. She put this book together a couple years ago.
Grandfather's sister. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess grand aunt. I don't know if people really.
I think it's great, aunt. Even though
it would be great.
Even though it's a grand whatever,
But it's grand
still
though, 'cause
great.
it's not the same level. Like technically, that's why he's saying grand, because it's his grandfather's sister, not his great grandfather's
So
sister.
it'd be
So
your
it's my-
great,
like, but the
your
title's
great aunt or aunt,
Wait, that's the title that typically goes though.
politically right one.
Anyways, bigger up. Donna Hart.
What's the book about? Am I gonna pick up some Jamaican slang?
An anthology of Jamaican poems, but it's written in patois and English, I believe most of it is. Because
I need that in audio.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, this guy's like a crazy audiobook guy. But like, imagine somebody's really driving on the street and you hear them listening to this stuff.
Windows down and that's over time.
I'll tell you something funny. So since we're doing that, because like you got this one here,
Yeah.
and then if you had to read this, and then the way they're speaking, whatever they're speaking with it, and like all the extra stuff. Yeah, there's no way I'm reading it like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a comedian. He does stand up.
Yeah.
Please, I don't know if you have any shows coming up, but please shout them out now
Yeah.
before we go to our break.
Yo,
But,
the way you just pulled that out of your pocket.
Nah,
I was like, what?
I get this clip.
yo, this is a must read, bro. Bad time in the
Honestly, that was good still.
what book is it? What book is it?
Yo, Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom. Yeah,
right.
everyone should go read this fucking
yeah,
book straight up.
yeah.
And
Straight
this is my aunt's book, Make We Laugh and Talk, an anthology of Jamaican poems. Her name's Donna Hart. If you Google it, even if you can't find it, let us know in the comments, send us an email, whatever, and I'll contact her.
I guess it was
But that first segment was brought to you, of course, by the homie, First King Clothing. Anything you need, go find him at Finisher. You should have all of that stuff prepared, bro.
I mean,
Like,
I mean, he's a guest in the building.
I
Let's do him
didn't
a
know you were
favor.
gonna.
'Cause I don't know if you do this-
Sit here and like plug myself.
I don't know if you do the whole spelling, like, because I know when.
Next thing you see a bill in the
You
mail.
done know,
Next thing you see a
bro.
bill in the
You
mail.
done know.
He knows the game.
I mean,
You heard the pause, though, right?
I didn't even catch it. I wasn't even catching the whole combo.
Anyways, yeah.
all I was thinking is I want a hoodie still.
whenever you're ready, just let me know, man. Check my website.
He said it. It's on camera.
www.firstkingclothing.com. You can catch me at Instagram, First King Clothing 84. That's 1ST Clothing 84.
See, all of that stuff. I didn't want to mess that up.
Yeah, I'm on.
Give me some more.
I'm on all social media platforms. I try to be. I mean, there's so much now, but mainly website, Instagram. You can catch me.
And he and I got some crazy collabs coming Real soon.
Yes, I've been
I'm actually looking forward to that.
biting my tongue heavily on that one because I was like, yo, I got this. You know what, never mind.
Yo, on one of the collabs, right? Can we get like a specific classic SB the student color, like my edition?
I mean, something to talk about. You
I
guys
was
can
gonna
talk
say,
about it in the
that's
break,
it,
but
that's it.
There we go. There we go.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Only going up this year.
going into this next segment, I'm gonna ask you to take that lighter right there.
Yeah.
And light that incense that's to your right, just over there. Oh, you didn't have to take it off. You could just pull. You could have just pull it. This next segment is brought to you by Sense by Stush. For your latest in incense scents, you can visit her on Instagram to order some, make a purchase, support black business, all of that extra good stuff.
Oh yeah.
It'll start kicking in soon. You're gonna like it. Trust me, they're proper, yo. Trust me when I tell you. Regular thing,
They
bro.
are. Nah.
Regular thing.
it's kicking already. I'm liking it still.
All right, yo. But since you're the fashion guy,
Yes. I try to be.
don't say yo big up your chest a little bit, yo. Like
I mean,
mans have swag out here, bro. Let them know.
we've been doing this for a long time, you know.
Been a minute.
He's humble. He's humble.
Yeah, you gotta be sometimes, but then other times, nah, yo.
Gotta flex a little.
Big up your chest a little bit, yo.
You know,
Like,
there's a lot more stuff I want to do. Just taking the baby steps to getting there, right? So, not baby steps, but I'm taking the steps to get where I want to be with it.
you know when
some
okay. You know when I knew, not even so much just fashion, but you can sort of get a sense that a man has something like some sort of juice to where he knows he can create and put colors together and patterns and all of that shit. But I'm gonna big you up for a quick second. When it came to cars, yo, back in the day, every man had their 1-2 whips, whatever. Like them times I was pushing my black 1.6, right?
Yeah, I remember that car. Yeah, that was the time.
EL gang all day.
Oh yeah, I had one.
But yo,
Two of them.
let me tell you something. When this guy pulled up on the block, bro, and them times he was gone to Brampton, cause he's a Rex man, gone to Brampton. So he'd come back to the Rex and we'd see him.
I can relate to that.
But Jesse took, what was that? That was a 94 Integra.
Yes, sir.
You took out the front end, put the
Imported it.
92 front end on the 96.
Nah,
Inte-
it was
Was it-
even a 92.
What was it?
It was a 94 imported from Japan.
Okay.
So
I thought it was the front end swap.
it's called a front nose clip. So if you look at the Integras, even in Jamaica,
Yeah, because
they have that front end, right?
the ELs had the same thing too. Because
Yes,
the EL front end had the clear
similar.
glass, clear lights. But yeah, continue.
very, very similar.
Yeah.
But in Japan, you know, that's where all the shit starts, right? So they have a totally different look. So when it came to North America, they put the 4 circle lights. But when we discovered that you can take the whole rad support off and weld it on and drill it out and actually make the car look like it did in Japan, we started doing it. It cost us a pretty penny, but it was good. It was worth. I mean, you know, people still remember me because of that car, right? So it was fun times. It was expensive times, but it was.
that was my bad. I was just fucking with someone there for a second. But nah, but the thing that made it even sicker was we'd see him in it. The front was silver. but the back was black.
You remember it. You remember that shit.
So, all right, I see what you did, but so what's up? Like, where you at with it? Because it's a project at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So like, there's steps to it, and you got to stick with it the entire way. Because you could have done one thing and then say, you know what, forget this. I don't want to do this no more. It's costing too much, whatever, and just tossed it. Got something else. Or you could have just thugged it out and couldn't finish the project. I don't know. Money got tight, and that's what you're left with.
Yeah,
but
started, and I had to finish it. There was no, the thing about it when I did that car was just like you said, the front end was silver and the back end was black, and I drove it like that for a bit, and I think I can't do this shit no more. I didn't really have all the money at the time, but I was like, I had to go to the dude and be like, listen, pay my car. I'll find the money to pay you. And after that, it was just like car shows.
Well, no. Take it step by step, yo. Step by step, brother. What color was it? I feel like I'm touching you too much too. Like, I tapped you a few times.
No, that I actually painted it. Like, finished product.
How many times did you paint it? Because I
painted it once.
Yeah.
I painted it like a money green. And like, I mean,
yeah, bro.
Like the shirt you're wearing, green is my favorite color, right? So when I started just in my brain, when it comes to colors, it's just my brain's always going. And then I had the tan interior. I'm like, no one wanted to mess with the tan interior. So I'm like, you know what? I'll put a green. I'm gonna change the game a bit.
I'm telling you, yo, listen to me. But you weren't even done there. Because I'll give you an image. I'll give you an image right now. You know where my house is?
Yeah.
On Westmore.
Yeah.
I can see the front page. I see Finch. So anybody who's coming down Finch, I see you. And I respected that the entire time. Cause yo, let them see who's in the car.
Yeah.
I want you to see me. Let them see who's in the car, yo.
But you know, the thing about it too, that it's funny you touch on that, is during that car culture, there was not too many black guys doing it.
Yeah.
So like when I started doing it, I'm like, yo, I want to change it and let them know that like we can do this,
bro.
You know what I mean? It wasn't. I don't want to say a racial thing, but it was mainly like the Asians and the whites that were spending the money. Their daddies were giving them the money to do it. Where I've never known my daddies to say, yo, here's $5,000, go play with a car.
Yeah.
I had to work my ass off to get there. You know what I'm saying? So
yo, on my porch, Chester pulls up at the lights. Music's beating. Man, had this catty in the passenger seat. I think he was wearing a white shirt. But to see that green Integra glowing in that sunlight with that tan interior on those gold rims.
Oh, yeah. The gold rims was a beautiful touch to it.
Bruh, the wickedest thing I saw, I've seen, bro, in terms of one of the mandem with a whip. You have that award, bro. That trophy's yours, brother. I'll give you that. Trust me when I tell you, like,
I appreciate it.
Your round of applause is on there because I think I swapped mine out.
I took it out. Oh wait, that's an alarm.
I'll give you one of these, yo.
Winner.
I'll give you that one, though. You got trust me, dog.
That's what it deserves.
There's nobody I can say that I know like that on a levels, bro, that did that. It's you, hands down. I mean, to follow behind you, like my ear was jiggy.
Nice.
I kept a little was a little jiggy too.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
But this, bro, your thing was like all the way.
I had fun with that car, man. It was a sad day when I didn't have to sell it. I just felt like I was growing up. It was like, yo, let me get rid of this shit and then move into something else.
And even when you came back the second time, I know the second one wasn't that hard, but it was still, you did it up nice.
It was a 2000 Civic. It had gold wheels too. It was a UPS brown with like a gray interior. That's just how my brain works when it comes to colors, man. Like, I don't need. I just envision a lot of shit in my head and then just put it out there. And that's the same thing when it comes to my clothing brand, right?
Can you draw?
Say that again.
Can you draw? Like,
no.
Are you into art? Like when you say
not in any which way, shape, or form. Like I'm not like artsy. Like it's just colors.
Just how you see stuff.
Yeah, I just really see it. You know what I mean? So it makes a lot of stuff easy for me. Like, but I have to be working with the right person to graphic wise to what's in my head, and I spit it to you, and you just
that's the hard part.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
because you see it in your head and try to explain it to somebody else to get them to create it for you.
Yeah.
It comes back and it's like, nah,
Yeah, this
that's
is
not the
not-
way I see it. Let's go back for another revision or something.
Yeah. Like I'm actively gonna start trying to learn Photoshop and all that stuff myself to actually, when I have that vision, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that type of intent to like actually go that far with it. That's what they talk about on that Kanye shit, because Kanye learned that lesson very early where I would need it like that. If you
Yeah.
can't, I'm gonna go learn to do it myself and then do it too.
That's why I rate Kanye West so much. A lot of people will say he's crazy, he's this, he's that, the third. He, to me, is a genius. He's just misunderstood.
In a lot of ways, yeah. I feel the same way.
Yeah, he had that vision. Or I should say, still has the vision to this day. Because if you look at a lot of stuff that he has done, even if you look at his shoes right now, right? Like I'm big into sneakers, so
Yeah.
some of the stuff that he's putting out, I wouldn't wear, but he's attacking that market where people are just like, yo, I need those shoes.
I didn't even want to get into the sneaker conversation with you. I mean,
Sneakers.
we cannot, not today, man. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do. You know what I do want to talk to you about though?
What's that?
Back in the day, in my head, when I thought about it, we could dispute whether there was a few more, but the 4 major events when it came to our generation where fashion was on point.
Oh, shit.
You had to have your outfit ready to
I mean,
go.
I can
and you sorted that out from weeks, months in advance.
months for sure. I can go right, like I can jump right into
I
it.
have 4 events. You got, what's one of your?
I got 2 that always stuck out to me the most, and it was Boxing Day for sure. When we went, okay, I can give you 3. So Boxing Day shopping, we always went downtown to Eaton Center. It didn't matter where we all linked up and made sure we went down to Eaton Center. I would say,
Just so we're clear, I'm not talking about buying or anything like that. I'm just talking about you had to get extra drippy.
yeah,
Okay.
that was Eaton Center was one of them for me
but
that I
because
remember.
it was the Boxing Day every year, so like
Yeah.
Okay.
Humber Classic.
I just want to make that clear for everybody here.
Yeah, Humber Classic for sure.
That's on my list.
You could not be fly. Like you
The
had
man
to
them
be
know
fly.
Humber Classic was a thing. Like,
You had to wear your best to go to that. You know what I mean? Even though you're just coming to watch the game, it's just like, yo, what am I gonna wear
Exactly.
to go? Young Street for sure.
Caravana.
Man, I tell you, I pay homage to you for that outfit all the time, bro. That outfit that you put together was like, yo, how did he think of that shit?
Winner, Daniel.
Yo, that outfit was classic still. That goes down in the books. Like, everybody talks about that outfit that you wore that time. I mean, so those, right there for me, those 3 were like the main thing I would say that when it came to fashion, you had to be on point, man. Like, even if you weren't working, you saved your chips to make sure. Even if it wasn't fake. You know what I mean? If it was a fake Rockaway jeans or a fake Rockaway shirt, you saved those chips. Yeah, you made sure.
Air Force Ones, fat laces with the matching fitteds.
You remember the triple thick headbands?
Buddy.
Like,
I have a next one for you though. Even though I never went, even though I would hear everybody talking about it, grad night.
Oh shit! Oh, come on, man! I remember the grad night I went to. I bought a pair of Dunks, red, white, and blue. I'll never forget it. And those are the days when you had to like fish at least 2 different colored laces in the sneaker.
Yeah.
And then I bought from Gap, mind you. I was probably like 130 pounds soaking wet. I needed a light pair of blue jeans, and they only had size 42. And I bought that size 42 jeans because it matched what I had to wear. B the waist was bunched. You know what I'm saying? The waist was like what the hell am I doing? But I felt fly. I felt fly. You know what I mean? You went downtown. You went to the hat store. You made sure you got a hat that matched. And you was fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are the days, man. Like.
Grad Night Wonderland? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I had never gone to a single grad night.
Never?
Never went.
The only grad night I went
around.
to was when I moved to Brampton, because like everybody was going, so I was like, all right, let me follow suit with it, right? But
I remember big up Lazy Jaw, yo, bro.
Only Only going up this
Oh,
year.
for sure.
But I remember when Lazy them were talking. Remember that when the NBA pants first came out?
Oh shit. Yo, I still remember the conversations.
Big
Man,
up, man, like,
man,
like,
were buying
I remember, yeah.
NBA jeans for like $2.
I know.
Yeah.
Yo, you saved your money
Yeah,
crazy for that shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, remember Street Ball All Star Classic
Yeah,
jerseys,
yeah.
C-Says, man.
Yeah.
Don't let me start with fashion shit, man.
Yeah.
Damn, those were the days, man. Rockwell with the free
Yo,
long white tees.
If
like-
man don't know about C-Says, bro, I don't know where. Like, come on, like.
I remember the funny thing is the first time I got introduced to C-Says,
Yeah.
I waited for Lazy to come on the bus
Yeah.
for 2 hours sitting outside the C-Says. The man said, go inside, tell him I sent you. The man pulled out some bullshit jerseys
Holy.
and said, nah, fams, I can't. This is all I got.
Yeah.
When Lazy reached, the whole store was full of jerseys, man. I still have.
Going up this year.
The funny
I'm
thing is,
telling you, big up
I
Lazy,
still
bro.
have that Chicago jersey.
Yeah.
At my house, it's like a 4X, but I still had that jersey. Man. Like those are like keepsakes. I'm gonna pass them down to my sons, man. Like I mean, they'll probably swim in it, but I mean, they'll say, yo, this is how daddy used to dress. You know what I mean? So damn.
Sometimes man's a top shooter out here, yo.
It was. Those were the days, man.
Those are my fort. Like the boxing day, I would have never thought of because boxing day for me was I'm at work, yo.
Yeah.
But I grad night for sure. Cause I used to see the way the man used to carry on. Caravana.
For sure. But I it's definitely between the Friday and the Saturday. But I could definitely understand like the Friday night you're more going to flex because you're not like
I never cared for the Friday night.
Yeah,
What?
Friday was fun, but like it was tiring walking up and down freaking Young Street for like 6-7 hours.
Yeah, but you're young, you got the energy. When you got
You
shit,
do,
when
you
it
do,
was-
you
It's
do.
just like let's go.
But
It's a party out here.
The first time I went, I think it's
Yeah.
because remember that
Oh,
time we
yeah.
went?
Yeah.
And I had on those Jordan flip flops?
Yeah.
That I think that was my first time going is because everybody wanted to go. And I was the only one who had a whip to go. And all,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what, it was like 14 of us packed up in the bang bus. And went down there.
Astro van. Yo, it was those.
And man's were like, yo, Bun, why you all here in flip flops? I have my flip flops and my socks on, yo. Like,
And now
they let you in
look
the
at
club?
that.
bro, you know what? No, but you know who I rate when it came to that too? Remember Owen?
Yeah.
Big up with him wherever he's at, yo. Them times he and I were both doing it at Nike.
Yeah.
But I remember him coming because he lives across the street. So I see him do it all the time. So I was like, yeah, hey, them ones, that's how man's moving out here. Could pull those off too, bro. Like, check these ones out now, bro. Like, I up my game still. Can't lie. Like, regulars out here, bro. Berkeys all day. Berkeys all day. Once that weather warms up, Berkeys all day. It's all about comfort at this stage. At this,
Yeah, at this age,
Please
at
believe.
this stage in the game, it's all about comfortable. Be
But
comfortable.
so then, do you apply that to your stuff? Like, it's more of a comfort line, like hoodies, sweaters.
No, like
t-shirts, 'cause
realistically, what I
see the
really-
trench coat, bro.
Yeah, okay, so like that's my speed, right? Like I want to do like slacks, I want to do button ups, I want to do things of that nature, which now I am actually able to find the right sources to do that. In the beginning, well, with most brands, they do start with like t-shirts, hoodies, tracksuits, that things, right? So I'm producing those stuff, but I'm slowly putting in the stuff that I want to like be out there, like that everybody and anybody's gonna pick up and wear, right? So, like you said, the trench coats is like what I was doing with that was like just limited pieces. So there's 4 out there, and I own 1, right? So there are 3 other people. You'll
Continue.
see that.
What's that?
and
I think you'd really like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Dope.
see you in one of those.
Yeah, like your style, and like what you do, like trench coats.
I could
Yeah,
definitely see you one of those coats, yo.
Yo, like honestly, when I go to the fabric stores, like I'm a kid in the candy store, man. Like I'm seeing. Sometimes I just buy fabric and just throw it in the trunk of my car. At the time, I don't know what I'm going to make, but
What I notice is the way that you're talking about it, the passion's there.
yo,
what I mean?
honestly,
More than anything else.
I absolutely love fashion.
Yeah.
I'm not like. I'm
Just
not
out
like,
here trying to slap slogans on a t-shirt.
No, not at all. I want you to have something that you're gonna remember for like the rest of your life. You know
No,
what I mean?
that makes
Or
sense.
can pass
Yeah.
it down to your kids, because like for me, it was seeing my pops and he's still like his suit game is crazy.
So that's what I was gonna ask. So you said Kanye, I get that, and then now you're saying your pops. So that's the influence.
Yeah, my pops was like the main influence of like seeing his fashion, and seeing like how he put together a lot of his stuff. Actually, like pushed me into that into that area of life of fashion. I guess you could say.
So what I'm hearing is you know what to put together, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you're actually creating it, are you doing any of that yourself, or you're just finding the right people to post your vision to?
Right now I'm finding the right people, right? Because I can't sew, but I can find the right people to sew. Like what I do is I kind of test the waters with you. So if I feel like you have that passion, you love to sew, you want to do this, I'm gonna mess with you, right? I'm gonna work with you. Like let's do this. But if I feel like you're kind of wishy-washy, I won't do it. So like a lot of the other stuff I had to learn to do myself also, right? Like I had to go out and buy a couple of machines, a couple of heat presses, things of that nature to do what I need to do to get my stuff out there, right? So
I have a perfect idea for you, but I'm not gonna say it on here. Just make sure you remind me to tell you.
Yeah.
When we're done.
Okay.
The other one that I think we forgot to mention: first day of school.
Oh yeah, come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
With that, it wasn't just the first day of school; it was the first week of school.
Oh hell yeah.
When you,
That's so funny.
First week of school, yo.
Bro, for me, it was always, we would go to New York for like Labor Day shopping. And I knew when I was shopping that no one else was going to have what I had.
We're getting it from the end, from the
So
States.
I was like, all right, I know you're not going to have these sneakers. I know you're not going to have these jeans.
Yeah.
You're definitely not going to have this t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I was stocking up as much as I could, right? But what I used to do was a twist. I wouldn't hit you hard the first week. I give everybody else the time to do it. And then when I come now, it's like, yo, where'd you get that? I been had that, but I couldn't give you guys everything one shot.
Yeah.
You have to,
It's the long game, man.
It's funny that you said it. I always thought the second day was more important.
Hold on.
You went second week.
you have to go for that longevity, man. You couldn't let everybody ran out of their clothes the first week. All right. When did you start that? I would say about middle school, Middle school.
I'm thinking back now, I'm thinking back, like, I feel like this guy did have a 1-2 things, like, after the fact, like,
you guys thought I hit you with everything. No. And that's even how I do with my own brand now. I ain't giving you everything, but I give you a sneak peek, and I hit you with something else, and then you're like, yo. Okay, I need that. Like, when I produce stuff, it's not about the money for me. It's about you liking what you have, and then you want to come back and say, yo, I need something else. Like, yo, that makes sense to me. You know what I mean? It's like, and then play with the colors, right? Like, I don't know. I just see it different. I don't know how to explain it. People have always asked me this, and I was like, the color schemes is just, I know somebody's gonna like that, and then when I see somebody else wearing it, it bumps into like, yo, where'd you get that? And then they say, yo, check out this, and then it keeps just a tumble effect.
And that you've found your gift in life, like you found your blessing, your one thing that you have the juice in. That is the creativity of putting these colors and pieces together to create this one overall item that you're gonna love.
Yeah.
Whether it's the car, the clothing, it's just the way the patterns, the prints, the this on that, the whatever comes to you that
whatever comes to my mind, I try to, I guess, regurgitate it.
And because you're that passionate about it, I'm just gonna make this shit, and then
because my parents always, like, I've always had this conversation with my dad, even in my regular job. He said, listen, if you're not gonna go into something wholeheartedly, don't do it. And he said that to me, that resonated in my mind heavy. So I've always just said, you know what? When I do something, I'm going to go full force. So you may not like it, but I love it.
No, I get that.
Yeah. So,
and that's all that matters.
Yeah. And if you don't wear it, I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's just in me. Like, You know, like I said, when I go to the fabric store, I buy enough yards of material and say, okay, how much jackets can I make out of this? And they'll be like, okay, 4 or 5, give or take. That's perfect. Because when that material is done, you'll never see that material again.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like super duper people with it. I mean, maybe hoodies, like a generic hoodie, black hoodie, green hoodie, whatever.
Yeah.
Accessories matter too, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
For sure.
Because
For sure.
there's one that comes to mind for you. I just don't remember whether it was like a first day of school, right? I feel like it was a little bit after. But I've shared this with you before, that yellow watch that you got.
Yeah. That wasn't first.
That
day.
wasn't first day school swag. That was some other
was
that was middle of the year swag. The more I think about it, I think that wasn't like mid first day, but
No.
first day was definitely crucial, yo.
Yeah, it was. You had to come.
Hold on. So you remember all this really well. You were you were into fashion back then, picking it all up, looking at what everyone else is doing, what
Yo,
they're
bro,
pulling off.
you didn't hear what the man said?
Man,
Yes,
I
give
heard
my
that.
flowers, like,
Yeah.
yo.
But it's interesting.
I can go get the yearbook. I'll big up my chest look a bit still, but like, I'll go get the yearbook. The man never voted me, like, but trust me.
like,
Best dress type shit. Like,
It was always like, yo, where'd you get that? Like, that was always
my
a big
fitted game was.
Oh yeah, this guy always had.
Yeah.
Fitted game was stupid. There's like always somebody that you can remember in growing up. So like, for instance, I would say you were the fitted game. I would say Lando was the jersey game.
Oh, Lando, yo, bro.
Like the jersey game was
Legendary
stupid.
shit, bro.
Right?
Like, I don't think big up Lando too. Lando came to school, bro, for 30 days straight. 30 days straight with a different basketball jersey. Authentics.
With ease, like no hesitation.
No prints. No printons. Them and yo, you know,
Does he have a lot of brothers?
big up your other side, bro, like your Brampton side. But when you went to Brampton, yo, enough of these guys are wearing replicas all day.
And listen, let me don't let me start.
You know how we
Because-
came to when it came to replicas and like.
Did you go to school in Brampton too?
Yeah.
Where'd you end up going?
I went to Notre Dame for 2 years.
Okay, never mind.
So like when I came, like Notre Dame is a what do you call it? A uniform school.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So I was already looking like I knew the schedule of dress down days.
Yeah.
Like Bun said, I prepped that shit.
Yeah.
I remember coming to school in the black and white NBA jeans. And man's like, yo, where the hell did you get that? I was like, yo, don't watch that.
Yeah.
It was one of those. And then
Yeah.
like I'm big into the sneakers. So I was looking at different sneakers and it's like, all right, I'm going to pull this out today. I'm going to pull this out today. I'm going to pull that out
Yo,
today.
enough man don't know this guy's sneaker game is sick too, yo.
Yeah, sneakers, I spent too much money in that game, man. I'm still, even though I say I'm going to stop, I'm like, honestly, today I was looking at a pair of sneakers and I was like, do I want to buy these?
Nah, B. Don't do it.
I got a
bro.
bigger picture in
Don't
life
do it,
that I
bro.
want to spend my money on now, right? So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, drop some fatherhood gems. You got 2 of yours. Big them up. Nas and AZ.
Yeah.
Shout that time.
Nas and AZ?
Well, it's Azai and Nazir,
Okay.
right? So
This guy loves that. I know.
Yeah.
I call him the firm person.
Yeah. So we're going. So it's on purpose.
Yo, listen to me.
I don't know which one to drop.
The gunshots, man. Those.
I didn't feel like I suited the
That's it,
gunshots.
of
Just
course,
Nas?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, so I call them the firm. You know what I mean? They
That's
they keep you on your toes. I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah.
It was fun times. I mean, this year wasn't like fully expected. It happens, and it was. I'm glad he's here, and he made the rest of the firm, right? You know what I mean? He completed the firm, I should say.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I could add a Foxy, but
That's what I
I'm
was
not
gonna
adding a Foxy.
I mean, I thought you already had your Foxy.
Well, I mean, she'll tell you that, right? She'll be like, "I'm the Foxy of this group." I'm like, you know what, sweetheart, you are. You know what I mean? I give you that.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm not gonna lie. Foxy was still kind of my like one of my favorite female rappers. But I think she's probably my favorite female rapper, to be honest.
You know what? Foxy spit the way a rapper should spit. She didn't come off on this girly vibe or a womanly vibe. She came off on like, yo, I'm a battle with all the other men.
Look who she's surrounded by.
True, very true. But I mean, I'll tell you this, man. Like everything is a milestone. For me.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
For my first son, I was just happy to see his face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my second son, the birth was a good length of time. So like actually when the umbilical, like when they pulled him on, like, Dad, you can cut the umbilical cord, I caught myself like tearing up. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, man up. You know what I mean? But it was so touching. I was like, even my wife looked at me. She's like, yo, I've never seen you like this. And I was like, yo, honestly, man, it was a battle.
You're like, I haven't seen myself like this either.
That shit changes you. It changes you.
It does big time, man.
You know when I felt okay about it? When I saw, well, I mean, I felt okay with it, like on my own, like whatever. But I was happy to see Meek Mill on the Breakfast Club, and the man said something like, whenever I think it was his daughter he had first, and he said when he had his daughter, he could look at a picture of a puppy and start crying and feel no way about it.
Yeah.
Like, it just changes you.
Your emotional side comes too heavy. I'm just like, yo, why are you watching this show and feeling emotional, bro? Like,
man.
Yo, you see a kid fall down, you're like, my heart. You know what I mean? I hope he's okay. I hope she's okay. It's
I get that too.
It's like a, I don't know, like a switch just goes off inside of you.
Like it opens up your humanity, like your caring,
in a different way. It's like it's the moment you suck on to real love. Like love, bro. Like
that's a good way to put it.
Purest form.
That's when that attachment comes together. Like, oh shit, my entire life just changed, and I understand what it truly means to love now.
100.
Yeah.
Like it just that moment,
Every kid is kind of cute now.
bro.
You know what I mean? Like even like you see your friends' kids and stuff like that. Like I almost want to talk more to the kids than I do to the parents.
And I get the whole somebody sends you a baby pic. Big up Marsha, bro.
Yeah.
Marsha just had her baby.
Oh, she had.
Yeah, Marsha just had her
Congrats
baby.
to her, man.
Lottery.
Just had her. Yeah, you don't know.
Winner, Ganyo.
This one too.
Only going
Yo,
Big
congrats,
up Marsha, yo. Just had her baby.
Bless up.
Yo, the second she saw the picture, I was like, oh shit, yo. Bun, you gotta get the next one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, damn, yo. Away.
How often do you think about that?
Not that often, to be honest. I mean, it comes up every so often, but I don't think about it like that. It's whatever to me.
Yeah, I think about it a lot, but the process, like, on how uncomfortable they get, and you know, the point where it's like, I just want this kid out of me, and you know, the time that to push out the child is. I don't want to see her go through that. No more. I'm good. Right. We discussed it, and she's like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, because I have a good brethren. He has triplets. And he's giving me a story one day where he was in the airport. He has 3 boys. So he saw the cutest little girl. And he's like, yo, he called his wife. He's like, yo, honey, like, I want to have a girl. And she's like, are you serious? And he said as soon as he opened the door to the house and he saw all the boys running around and the mess they made, he said, you know what? Forget that.
That's kind of why I was asking, like, yo, do you think about it or not? Because
you know what I think about? Carrying all those damn toothbrushes and deodorant and shit to all these houses. Karma for that shit.
How old are your kids?
Yeah, my daughter just turned 6.
Okay.
And then son will be 5 June 30th.
Big kids, man.
Yeah, they're bigger. But that's kind of why I was asking, because to me, yours are around the same age, give or take. So I'm looking at them now, and I'm seeing that older face. So that baby phase is kind of gone, and they could talk back to like a whole nother level now. Like they're teaching me now, and it's like, oh man, okay, I'm being in the moment and getting ready with what comes with whatever comes with that now, right?
Does it make you think back any more about when you were that age?
So, it's so funny that you're asking me that. So, back to that DVD thing that I was telling you guys about. So, when I was living in India, so I have everything recorded when I'm like 3 years old.
Nice.
See how we did that?
They'll duke it?
Yeah. Bringing it back.
Oh, got it. Okay, gotcha. I'm looking at these video clips, and I look like my son looks just like me. Like, it's wild.
Man.
Bro.
And it's...
I guess it probably does for you right now.
Of course. Of course, but that was
heavy.
it.
Yeah.
When I was saying, like, I almost want to talk to other people's kids a little bit more. So, OJ, I was over at their house, and they have a son.
Big up Omac, big up OJ.
Yeah. And then his son looks very similar to him as well. Like, he's a good mix, right? But it's just like, it's the same thing. It's similar to you guys. Like, I've known him since grade 4. So it's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'm giving him daps. He's giving me daps. I'm like, yo, I want a hug. and he doesn't hug anybody. So he gives me a hug, and now I'm feeling like, I'm a professional father and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, he doesn't hug anyone, so I feel even better about it. It's crazy how kids make you feel, man. It's just
for sure.
It's wild, man.
For sure.
Like any little thing. Like sometimes, like when I'm sitting down, like let's just say you're sitting in a coffee shop or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I just look at the kids, just like see their reactions
Yeah.
and the way they look at you, the little reactions that they make. Like it's interesting, man. Because like, what are you thinking right now?
And that's nothing but positive. Well, I mean, I've never experienced a kid looking at me on some like, fuck you looking at me for? Yeah. It's always like funny play shit. But imagine now, that's the energy that they have towards you. It's positive. You're laughing. They're laughing with you. They're like, their energy's positive. Imagine that's what you're carrying with you. Like, you're just building up like that little baby sent you some of their positive energy your way.
Yeah.
So that's what that youthfulness that's in them,
Yeah.
that vulnerability, that I know nothing more than this positive experience where I'm laughing with you.
Yeah.
Imagine how much of that you're carrying with you because of those kind of moments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just based off of those experiences.
They're transferring the energy.
So apply that to your children, though.
Yeah.
And that's what people believe. I shout out Kosher Money, because I meant to say I was going to shout out a couple podcasts on here, but there's an episode of their podcast where I heard a Jew, because people often question how come Jews are always so rich out here and shit like that, but they believe that it's the youthfulness, it's your family, it's all about like keeping your family around you, worrying about your family and your children, like, because that's the source of all of your energy.
So
It comes from them, those positive experiences, having those smiles. That's what keeps you going. That's what it's your charger. The more of that you get, trust me, you're gonna feel so much more empowered in life.
for sure.
But I wonder sometimes how come people don't care to have children. Some people just don't care to experience it. And I feel like there's a whole other side of life that you're not even touching.
There's so many people that have a reason behind it, and it's always different.
And then I feel so bad for those who can't or struggle with
And
it.
they really want it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So back to families that like a sibling that can't have a child, and then they'll adopt, they'll adopt the kid, right? So and it's crazy common. Like this is why I was asking that too, and it does happen where whatever circumstances don't
whatever
allow
the
it,
circumstances are.
and then you raise your kid it's your kid.
Who's the wiser?
Man,
It don't
straight
matter.
up. Yeah.
We still love that child regardless, and all that child is filled with is positive energy.
I'll give you guys a crazy example of that too. So my parents have a family friend where they did that. So they had the kid, but they gave it to their whatever the relationship was. The brother gave it to the other brother or whatever it was, right? And they told him when he became 20, 21, I'm just making up numbers, but give or take, right?
Yeah.
And they asked him how he felt about it and stuff like that. And he himself just said, I don't know any different. Like, you guys are my parents. Like, that's fine. They're my biological parents, but I don't care. Like, I'm staying with you guys.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like, that is mom, that is dad. I mean, if you're comfortable around them, it's like, okay, all right. But, like,
You've picked up so much from them already.
Yeah. And then it's not like the child would know what they could pick up from their like biological parents, you know what I mean? Like, because you can look at your own kids and see they pick up some of your mannerisms, they pick up a lot of your traits, right?
100%.
Like
they come from you.
yeah, but like
made
it's,
up of you.
It's amazing to actually see it
How it
happen.
comes
Like
out.
for me, the most amazing thing that I've seen is a little kid. No matter if he or she speaks English, but whatever their native tongue of their parents is, they're able to speak that fluently. Like it blows my mind that like this 3-year-old can speak Punjabi or can speak Chinese. And it's just like
Cantonese or Mandarin.
sorry, but you know what I mean. Like that was
Jen's got
ignorant,
us
but
fucked
like
up.
I mean,
But I know. I don't always often mean to correct people in a rude way, but or just like
it wasn't rude. It was just like you have to be wise of things of that nature, right? But that little kid can speak that language with ease. Because like I have a coworker where he's Spanish and his son speaks Spanish like fluently, and when he started to go to school, he couldn't pick up English.
¿Qué pasa? Si habla español.
He couldn't speak English. He was confused, so they had to speak to him more in English at home. And then after he started speaking English fluently and the Spanish fluently, I was like, yo, this is amazing. You know what I mean? Like it's just having kids is just on a level. Like I mean,
But don't like you want more though, right? It's just it may not be feasible. It's just the female still has to go through it, but
it's the process for me, man. Even though I know I'm not carrying the child for 9 months, it's just like
So
You got to deal with.
are you
stuff.
gonna wrong a man like Nick Cannon then?
No, Nick Cannon's rich. He can't do whatever he wants. I mean, Nick Cannon. Okay, you gotta look at it like this, right? You remember back in the days when we had, you had people that you grew up with, and they were having kids from young.
Yeah.
But they lived one side, the
Yeah.
girl lived one side.
Yeah.
They didn't know what it was to be 100% of the time around that
Yeah.
woman while she's going through it.
Yeah.
And I think if they were there
Yeah.
all the time, they wouldn't be pounding out the kids that they are.
Yeah.
Right? Like someone have 6, 7 kids.
Yeah.
Some men are even there and they still don't care, yo.
I mean, my hat's off to them, but I mean, for me, in my process with my wife, I love her to death, but I just didn't like to see her go through certain.
Of course.
I was just
Exactly.
like, you know what?
I got
Like,
scared when you said
Yeah.
but.
I was just like, I just don't want to.
Yeah, the process is not fun.
Maybe my mind will change.
Yeah.
Hold on, forget your mind for a minute. What about her? So what if she's tomorrow like, yo, Jesse, I want another kid?
We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
Some days it's like no. Some
Yeah.
days it's like why not? Some days it's like we'll buy a big enough house.
Yo, you know you have to start doing, bro. You see that period app?
Yeah.
You have to put that on your phone too.
Just to be on the safe side. eh?
No. That way you can track it. So
Okay.
you know where you might have that 1 or 2 day opportunity to just go in there and be like, you're not pulling this out.
Yeah. I mean, but are we
Just drop it in there and be like, yo, I don't know what happened. I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know. It wasn't me. Like,
okay.
what did you do? Like, it wasn't me.
Are you in your right mind? Like, are
you
you?
said you want more youth, so that's that.
I
if
do
they
and I don't.
Yo,
This guy is really trying to wreck homes
Yo,
out here.
listen. I've never, trust me, I've never done it, but I figured it out.
Oh my god.
Trust me, I think that far into things. Because if you really want to do it
Yeah.
and you're willing to make that sacrifice,
Just zoom in on his face right now. Does that look like a face of a man that really wants to do it right now?
Nah,
He's
you know
like,
what I
fuck,
mean?
man, she's going to see this
With this guy
podcast.
now, what they're gonna do? They're gonna watch this podcast and they're gonna be like, okay, when you're downloading the period app, they're gonna say you got to show your face. Are you a man or a woman downloading this app? Because of you now, you're not gonna be able to do this.
I have a next idea for you that I'm going to tell you after this show.
Okay.
Just make sure you remind me, yo.
Okay, for sure.
That's 2 ideas now.
Two ideas.
Oh,
Two
they
ideas.
co-
Two
Trust
ideas.
me to tell you, dog, they come to me.
Nah, I hear you.
They come to me, yo. But
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe next 2 years.
anybody who's trying to have a youth and the girl's out steady out there on some no, bro, just download the app. Yo, I'm telling you, just
catch her
figure it out.
slipping.
Yeah,
How'd you know?
No.
I don't know.
Do you know those ones, yo?
You're pulled to the side, deleting the app out of your
You
phone.
know those ones where you just slide in late night and you just put in that quick backers, yo? You just slide in from the back. Like, come on, you know what I mean.
Hey, you awake? One of those.
I feel that the man them are gonna go crazy in the comments because of what I said, but like, don't do me like
Why-
that.
why
man.
you letting
Don't
out
do
the
me like
secrets,
that.
bro?
Don't do me like that. Yo, stop that, bro. Like, that ain't even funny, yo.
Stop letting out the secrets,
Yo,
man.
It's the advice.
you guys are terrible, bro. You guys are terrible.
Yeah, man. The kids are a blessing, man. I must say that.
Yeah.
I'm not ruling it out 100, but right now, like where we are, I think I'm good for right now, man.
Well, look at the time. It's 4:20. It's been a pleasure,
Yeah.
bro.
As always, thank you guys for
Big up
having
your
me.
shit again. Big up your shit once again, yo. Shout it out. Give them the Instagrams, the
Instagram
Facebooks, the
is-
Twitters, all of it.
First King Clothing 84 on Instagram. That's 1ST King Clothing 84. The website is firstkingclothing.com. That's again 1ST Clothing King.com. If you see anything that you're looking for or you have an idea, I'm open to hearing stuff from people. And, willing to work with people, collaborations, things of that nature.
Willing to work with people, bro. The Kited First King collab coming.
Yeah,
like,
we have that coming
yo,
soon.
bro. Like, trust me, the streets
I
are gonna be
mean-
buzzing real quick. Yo,
I mean,
like,
it's gonna change the game. It definitely like
It's a thing still.
First Kings, yo, Kings fly kites. Kings fly kites.
A lot of people have been trying to tell them
Start
like,
hashtagging that shit now. Kings fly kites.
yeah, got to.
That's
Like,
a dope
I mean,
hashtag.
Yeah.
That's a dope hashtag.
Yeah, we got him, bro.
I've been biting my tongue heavy, man. Like I'm like, yo, I have something, and they're like, yo, what? Tell me. I'm like, yo, you'll see shortly. You know what I mean? So
Yo, so then with that said, go to our Instagram, speak your perspective pretty much everywhere. You'll Google us, find us somewhere. I mean, SB the student, it's bun face, right?